Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between Dubai, UAE in general. When you're talking about the UAE, you're talking about Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, uh, Fujairah, all the Emirates in the UAE. But I'm just going to be using Dubai because a lot of people know Dubai, they don't know it is the UAE. So I'm going to be saying Dubai and UK. I've lived and worked in the United Kingdom for some time now, and I've lived and worked in the UAE before I moved down to the UK. A lot of people do not understand the culture of the UAE. So I'm just going to be saying Dubai, so we'll just make it easy. United Arab Emirates is a long thing to pronounce, so I'm not going to be saying Dubai. A lot of people do not understand their system, like people misunderstand them. Some of the things you're hearing may be true, some are not true. It is not as bad as it sounds. A lot of people are like, oh, how did you survive in Dubai? So you cannot wear what you want. No, that is not true. There are so many things that are not true about the UAE. Like, it is strict, so to some extent, because they've got principle, but it is not as bad as a lot of people have painted it. So there's so many things that are going on about the country which is not true. I'm going to be sharing the similarity, the differences between the United Arab Emirates, or I would just say Dubai, and the UK, where I am presently. I'm going to be telling you the things that I found to be different. These are my own opinion. It doesn't mean it's not a fast rule. It's just my own personal experience, my own personal opinion. Let's talk about the weather. Definitely, you know, the UAE is a very, very hot country. It's very hot, can get up to 50 degrees in summer, but in winter towards December, January is a bit mild. It gets cold even during December. Sometimes we have to use our cardigan, though not the big cold. It can never be as cold as, you just imagine what you have in summer in the UK. That's what we have as our own winter. Well, I won't call it winter, cold period in Dubai, which is about December, January, February. When it's becoming to March, oops, it gets to a time when it is so hot. March, April, May, June, it is so hot that you can't survive staying under the sun outside. You have to like run it. It can get as high as 50 degrees, while in the UK you can have as low as -5 degrees, -4 degrees. You have snow during the winter. You've got summer, you've got winter, you've got autumn, you've got spring in the UK. While in Dubai, it is just either it is hot or it is cold. So we don't have anything in between. It can be really hot. But the good thing is, in the UAE, there's a lot of facility provided to help you keep cold, like to keep you in a good temperature. Like the train station has got air conditioning, the bus station, the buses, anywhere you go, especially even during the really hot period, people will just hand you water when you go to the shops. You can easily run into any shop to just get some fresh air, to get some cold from the air condition easily. Like, you don't have to be outside. From the car to your house to your office. It's a very advanced country with technology. Unlike the UK, even the UK's summer to me is still cold. If you know what I'm talking about, because I'm not used to the weather. So the UK weather is okay because, you know, when it is cold, you can easily wear jacket. You can easily control the temperature by wearing boots, wearing jacket, except when it is in the extreme, like snow and extreme weather. While in the UAE, where it is extremely hot, it is really difficult because, you know, when it is hot, me coming from Nigeria, I know when it means to be hot. You know, when that heat enter your head, your brain alone self will just be, you'll be getting angry unnecessarily. Within you, you just be feeling uncomfortable because everywhere is harsh. The atmosphere is not that humid. In the UK, you can have fresh air, while in Dubai, the weather is so harsh, can be so humid. Like in the UAE, we use humidifier, where you put water in, you plug it in, and it keeps, it humidifies the air, make it less tense. While in the UK, we use the humidifier to take out the water, to absorb the water, because there's a lot of water and it can make your house have mold, kind of, because of the cold. So in the UK, you have fresh grasses, green grasses, because there's a lot of rain There are lots of days where it is rainy. It rains almost every time, especially in Scotland. Rain. So it's not as heavy as you have in Nigeria, but it rains every time. While in the UAE, there have been a year when it just rained only once in the whole year, from January to December. So it is very dry, extremely dry. So there's more dust. While in the UK there are no dust as such. In the UAE, it is an Arabian country, the Middle East. In Dubai, there are things you have to follow. It is a Muslim country, majority are Muslim. Though, apart from the fact that the population, the local are just a little bit, about 10% of the population in the UAE, you still have to still follow the rules of the Muslim. Like, you don't have to be a Muslim, no. There are churches in the UAE. Even in the UAE, there are lots and lots of churches. At times when we hold programs, like, there was a time they gave even the whole stadium for a Christian program. So it is very diverse. They allow you to practice whatever religion, Hindi, Christianity, Islam, but it is a Muslim community. So there is this stronghold of religion. They are a religious country, like they've got this strong belief. Whereas when you come to the UK, it is more diverse. You don't have to be, there are a lot of atheists, people who don't believe in either being a Christian, being a Muslim. They just believe they are human beings, they should be nice, and it is their own opinion. So religion is not a very strong. There are still people who, maybe in the countryside, who really believe in religion. There are churches, don't get me wrong. There are churches in the UK. You can do whatever you want, whatever religion you want to be, but it is not as religious as we have it in Dubai. The visa is one of the easiest things to get in Dubai. In Dubai, you can apply for a visa today, and the next 2 days you've gotten your visa. It is easy to come into Dubai and work on your visit visa, keep renewing, keep working on. Some people are on visit visa for years. They just keep renewing and they're still working on their visit visa. It is very easy to get. But unlike the UK, before you get to UK visa, you will do in case you've not seen my visa refuser video, just check this link. It is not easy to get the UK visa. Even with job, you still have to go through a lot of process. This is expensive, it takes too many processing, but at the end of the day, it's still worth it. It is one rule for one country to the other. I'm not saying this is wrong, I'm just trying to tell you the differences. It's very easy to get. In fact, some visa in Dubai, you don't even need to, you just apply online and they'll just tell you something. As long as you have your money, it is not so expensive. Also, you can easily switch in, you can easily change. You can come to the country with visit visa, work, get a job, and change to work visa, change to family visa, change to your own personal freelancer visa. It is very easy. Unlike the UK, if you're on visit visa, you must not work, except if you're caught, you're on your own. You must not work on a visit visa. You cannot switch visit visa to work visa. You have to, and the process is just so long for the UK because they are more strict. Unlike Dubai is very open. I think it is one of the way where they they generate money, because the way that they issue visa is alarming. Sometimes they issue visa to anybody, anytime, anyhow. As long as you've got your money, you know someone to just apply, and that's it. You're in Dubai. Diversity. UAE is very diverse because a majority of the population, almost 90% of the population are international people. They are from somewhere. You have the Asian. I lived with Filipinos for years. I worked with Indian. I worked with Pakistani, Bangladesh. I worked with European. There was a time I was working with a doctor who was from Romania. My boss was Egyptian. Just different. You meet a lot of people from the whole world. I lived with African, from West Africa, East Africa. Dubai is very diverse. You can see, I don't know where you'll be from, Guinea. I don't know where you'll be from in this world, and you go to Dubai and you will not see at least one person who is from your country. I don't know. I'm not sure it's possible. I don't know, but I've not seen. There are a lot of people from different area in this world. Australian, they're everywhere. There are some places you will go, you will even think you're in Africa. There are some places you go, you think you're in the Philippines already. So Dubai is very diverse. So you get your food, you get your clothes, you get your community. If you're the type that love mixing with your country people, you have a lot of people to talk to, people to speak with. It is very diverse. It is more accepting. Like, you will not easily be discriminated because you're black. Though there are some crazy things they do when they post their job. They'll tell you not for Africa. Filipino wanted just because that's what they prefer, or this is what they prefer, but it doesn't mean you don't feel like you're in a strange land. You don't feel you don't feel like you're not among your people, because there are so many people who are just like you around you. You have a lot of Africans. If you go to Sharjah, oops, you have a lot of Africans. If you go to like Arica, somewhere in the middle of Dubai, you have a lot of Filipinos. If you go to, there are so many places you go, you see a lot of Indian. If you go to Jumeirah Lake, you see a lot of Europeans. So it is very diverse. You meet a lot of people from different areas of life. Whereas in the UK, like some people that have never even passed the shore of their house, especially if you're shore of their country, especially if you're staying in, maybe you're working in the countryside, they're not as receptive. Like when they see a black person, they can still look at you like, this is black, because they're not used to it. It's not like they want to hate people. They're not used to it as much as in the UAE, or it's a normal thing. You don't even look at anybody different anymore, because just normal, because you see it every day. Unlike in the UK, where there's some areas you still go and they are not used to seeing maybe other people from other areas in the other part of the world. It's just them. Like they are just a small community. Everybody knows every. School fees in Dubai is extremely expensive. It's one of the reasons why, if you have family, it is not that easy. Having family in Dubai, having children that have to go to school, it is expensive. You pay for the bus, you pay for school, you pay for everything. Everything is expensive in Dubai. You pay. You get your money, but you still pay it. Dubai money lives in Dubai. There are people who are making it in Dubai, don't get me wrong, people who are rich, but school fees is very expensive. Whereas in the UK, school is free. So you can see the difference. Primary school is free. Some part of the UK, university is free. Scotland, like that. Accommodation in Dubai is very expensive. In Dubai, you can see people who will tell you I'm in Dubai, but maybe they are living in one room and they are living with about 4 or 5 people. They are living on the bunk. You're sharing. Even if you're in the flat, you're sharing your flat with maybe 2 other people. You can have 3-bedroom flat. You'll be living in the sitting room. Convert it to a mini studio where you have your bed, your chair, your telly. You arrange it very well, and other people are in the other rooms living their own personal life there. You can have some room where you have some boys, up to 6 boys, 5 boys, 4 boys. I'm not spoiling Dubai. I lived there for some years and I enjoyed my time there. It was a phase in my life. I'm just telling you what you should expect, because those are some of the things I didn't expect when I was going into the country. So I'm just telling you the things you should expect when you go to the country. Accommodation is very expensive. It's not like you will not get flat. You can, but it is expensive. If you can spend money, depending on your priority. If your priority in the country is to live big, be a big boy, be a big girl, and live in flats, drive Range Rover, you will definitely, but you're going to be spending almost all your savings, all your money on those things. So it is more expensive for accommodation. In, let's say, for example, what you pay for a studio. A studio is just no, let me just use what you pay for a 1-bedroom flat in Dubai. You can get it in the UK, not in London. In some part of the UK, you can use it to get a 2-3-bedroom flat, and you'll be very comfortable. Do you understand what I'm saying? So accommodation is very expensive, and their building structure is also extremely different. In Dubai, you can be living on the 5th story building. You can have 20-something story building. So you're always using the lift. You're enclosed in just your building. You can come down, go around, but it is even hot enough. You don't even want to stay outside. And the children also, they can go to the park, but there are not enough space for them to ride bicycle, to play around the house, and you have to be your own space, maybe your corridor and the rest of it. Unlike the UK, it's just one house, just normal. What you see, like just house, flat house. So it is not as high as the UK, where everybody is on top of each other. You have space. You feel it is more family friendly. I'm not talking about London. London is busy. Those central areas are busy, but central Dubai is very expensive. But there are places like Sharjah where you can get cheaper accommodation, but they are still not as cheap as you get in the UK for the price. In Dubai, it is kind of your employer owns you kind of a thing. Because when you're applying for your visa in Dubai, your employer, Even if you're paying for it or you're not paying for it, some employer will pay for your visa, but some employer will not pay for your visa. Your employer kind of own you because you're carrying the name of their company on your visa, and they're like your sponsor. The moment you decide you don't want to work with them, they can send you back to your country. If you don't get another job immediately, they can do anything to you. They feel like they own you, kind of a thing. Unlike in the UK, you can switch job when you want, as long as you've met your contract deal. As long as you're not owing them, if you have to pay them back, you pay them back, whatever if they you used to bring you to the country. You can switch job as long as you followed all the rules. I'm not saying you should break the rules, but it's still more easy and more flexible to switch jobs in the UK compared to Dubai. In Dubai, your employer can tell you, no, I'm not giving you annual leave. For the sake of I don't have enough staff, I'm just going to pay you, and if you decide to leave, then forget about your job. And maybe if you go to your country, they can just decide to cancel your visa, then you have to start afresh. And at some time, some employer will just decide they don't have enough money anymore, they want to close down their company, and once they close down, you're also affected, you have to go and look for another job. But the UK, there are a lot of rules to protect you, a lot of rules to help you to feel like your employer cannot just do anything they want to do with you. They've got right over you, but they don't own you. They've got right over you, but as long as both of you have met your contract, they will give you your contract. You're going to read it. You're going to sign whatever is in the contract. Once they bridge it, you have laws that will be enforced to make sure you're not being cheated. In the UAE, you don't need English exams to go to the UAE. As a nurse, whatever profession you want to come and practice, you don't need the English exam. No, I didn't write English exam when I was going to the UAE, and I never wrote any English exam because it's not an English-speaking country. They speak Arabic. If there's any language you need to learn, then it's going to be Arabic, but it's not a must. You don't need to understand Arabic. I was using interpreter on my phone too. If I don't understand what someone is saying, I just use the Arabic interpreter. You don't need to understand English to work in the UAE. You don't need to be English. You don't need to pass IELTS or ET, whatever it is. So it is easier. Especially if you've been trying to maybe write IELTS for years and you're giving up, you think you can't go on. You can try countries like the Middle East. The UAE is one country is a good option for you to try, because you don't need the English exam to work there, and you still make a reasonable amount of money. It is safe. UAE is extremely safe. If somebody steals this money, they are going to catch the person before the end of it. But there's CCTV camera everywhere. The only place you don't have CCTV camera is in your room and in your toilets. There's CCTV camera everywhere, in the elevator, in the corridor, in the common area, in the bus station, bus stop, in the bus, everywhere there's a camera watching. So it is pretty safe. It is very safe. You can walk any time of the day. The shop opens 24 hours a day. At least 80% of the shops, they work non-stop. I remember when I first came to the UK, and I was like, no, let me just take a nap. Later on, I'll wake up and I'll go and to the shop. By 5 o'clock, I came out and all the shops were closed. Everybody were already in. No, it's not like that in the UAE. Shops run 2 a.m. I'm out shopping. 3 a.m., 4, 5, 6. Their shops, they open non-stop. They don't close, I don't know. They open round the clock. And talk about our weekends. Our weekend is only we have weekend is different. Like the week in the UAE starts from Sunday. So on Sunday is like the Monday, the usual Monday you have in other country, where on Monday everybody have to go to work, or Monday just like the first official day. No, in the UAE, Sunday is the official day. On Sunday, everybody's out with their business, going to work. While on Fridays, Saturdays are the weekend. For most of us and most people who work in other clinics, some offices, shops, the day you call your weekend is going to be only Friday. It is a Friday we go to church with the Christians. It is a Friday you go to parks. The Friday you go to out. Friday just like what you do on Sunday. You know, Sunday is like the family day. Friday is the family day for the UAE people. It is on Friday you go to church. Friday people go to works. People don't maybe work half day, or you take your off that day. When I was in the UAE, the only off day I had was on Friday. We don't have train comes every 3 to 5 minutes. Like it's very fast. So the train is just between Dubai alone presently. Sharjah does not have, Abu Dhabi does not have. It doesn't do intercountry service. It's just within Dubai, but they are very effective and they are very beautiful. Unlike the UK, the train goes everywhere in the country, interstate. You can drive, you can take a 6-hour train, you can take train from Scotland all the way to England, to Northern Ireland, to any area of the UK, and they are effective also, they are fast, but they are not as beautiful and as constant as you have in the UAE. Driving in the UAE is more expensive than driving in the UK. In the UAE, it is very expensive to get a driver's license. It is extremely expensive. You can be talking about 8,000 dirhams. If you convert it to your country currency, it is expensive compared to the UK. Why in the UAE you cannot drive with your with your international driver's license, your country license? No, it has to be the UAE one, and it is extremely difficult. Like when people get their driver's license, they used to do testimony in church. Some people come, oh, praise the Lord, I've got my driver's license. For you to know how difficult and how serious it is to get your driver's license in the UAE. Unlike in the UK, it is still expensive because you pay per hour, but it is where you stop that you're going to continue. Whatever lesson you already know before, you don't need to just go through it again. It is less stressful. You can drive with your country license for the meantime, even if you can't exchange your license until you get the UK driver's license, so it is a little bit easier. The UAE has the tallest building in the world, which is the Burj Khalifa. It is beautiful. UAE is a tourist attraction place where people want to come in to see the beauty of the country. And it's a place, if you want to visit, it's very good. It's a place you want to visit also. The UK will allow you to take excuse to go and attend to your family. It is more family friendly, I would say. It is more family oriented. The UK, it's more flexible. Your work is flexible. You can choose few days you want to work and leave the other days so you can attend to your family issue. And there's so many recreational areas to visit also in the UK. Talking about the both countries, depending on what you want. If you're single and you're active, you want money, it is okay to go to the UAE and make your money and live your life, live a fanciful life, beautiful life. But if you're family oriented and you want a better future, a better life for your family, for yourself, you've got young children, I think the UK is a little bit better, is more better. Both countries have their advantages and their disadvantages. So I'm not going to say which country is better, which is not better. So just check which of the differences and decide on which of the countries you want to go, just to shed light on the differences. So thank you for watching. Keep staying tuned, keep subscribing, watch out for more videos. Please subscribe below. Bye.